Every once in a while, a competitor appears with the drive, determination, dedication, the skill, and will to prevail. And when all these come together, you have a winner. This is the story of Jeremy McGrath and his ride to success. Motocross is a sport which gained popularity in Europe after World War II. It involves riding a motorcycle around a closed course which has jumps, turns, hills, rocks, and mud. Supercross is the Americanized version of motocross. It developed as a sport in the early 70s and is held in major stadiums all across the USA. And Jeremy McGrath, he is one of the best Supercross riders ever.
Jeremy's always liked riding on things. Even when he was a very young boy, like 7 months, we rode motorcycles as a family in San Francisco, and we would go on motorcycle rides, and he'd be like 7 months old, and he would be holding on to the crossbar, and the next thing I know, he'd be laying right in my lap, sound asleep.
He had one of those funny little motorcycle things that Briggs and Stratton something or other, I don't know, whatever they are. But when he ran over Tracy in the paddock, that was time to quit.
He was out riding in the pasture, and I guess I was standing at the gate or in the wrong place or something, and I think he rode one way and I ran the same way, and then you know how I ran the other way and he turned the other way, and he just ran me over.
Broke the frame a couple times, and so that was the end of that, because we couldn't have him running over Tracy all the time.
He got into lots of trouble for it, I know that.
They've always been terrific kids. Jeremy's been a great kid.
And there would be times when Jeremy would spend several months doing his homework in the car so that we could make the race. He would work on the way to the race and he'd work on the way home from the race and get up sometimes early in the morning to finish up because he didn't have a chance to get it all done.
My dad was always there. He was the one when I first started racing. He took me to the races, worked on my bikes, did all the stuff until I learned how to do it.
You know, we now have Jeremy's track in the back, which that works out great for all of us because he has an opportunity to come and go practice when he wants to. I mean, there's nothing more comfortable than going out your back door and having your own little thing to tootle around in. We haven't had many downs. It's really been terrific. It's just changed over the years and evolved into, I hope, a good friendship.
My brother and I get along better now than we probably ever have. And that's easier on my mom and dad. We fought before when we were probably 11, 12. We hated each other. But you grow up and, you know, you get over it. And
lately, we've been getting along really good. She's always been there for my racing. Also, I mean, it's got to be hard to be, you know, to kind of take second to what I was doing, and that's got to be really hard.
Because it was always, Jeremy was getting new bikes, Jeremy was getting this, Jeremy was getting that, and I probably felt a little left out.
I always came first, and it seemed like, but it didn't mean for it to be like that, but she deals with it fine, and everything's great now.
Now, it's just like, I mean, he's one of my best friends too.
It was really important for both of us, Jack and I, to have a close family. Of course, I'm on the phone once a week. Hey, Jared, come over and have dinner, because I know you know, like any bachelor doesn't cook the way I'd like him to.
You can't give them enough love. If they do something great, pat them on the back, give them a big hug and a kiss, because there just isn't enough time in life to not respect the fact that you're still a family as well as a professional at whatever you might choose to do.
Both of my parents are really behind me 100%, and it just makes me feel that much better about my racing.
I like to go to the races. I mean, it's been part of my life for as long as I can really remember.
Jeremy's family is as big a reason why he's winning as Jeremy is himself, I believe. He's not afraid to tell his mom and his dad that he loves them. He's not afraid to give his mom and dad a hug. He's not afraid to talk to his sister and actually show affection to his sister.
If you can guide them well and give them the opportunity and not let them get lazy on you, but not ask them to do what they can't accomplish. Always be striving to do better, but never ask them to be great without being very good first.
McGrath gained fame when he won the 250 National Supercross crown during his rookie season, the only rider in the American Motorcyclists Association to do so. He went on to win it again the next year and then capped that season by winning his first World Supercross Championship.
What I do for Jeremy mostly is I handle his day-to-day things when he has schedules come in from Honda. They have a dealer appearance on a Friday night before a race. Then I have to make sure that his hotel reservation is advanced enough so that he's going to be there, that he knows he has a dealer appearance, where and when he's supposed to be there.
And I worry about him because a lot of girls, you know, are out there that just want money, and I keep an eye on him.
My job is to make that motorcycle as reliable and as to when he throws that leg over the motorcycle, he doesn't even think about it.
He asks little key questions about how do I look, Dad? How do I look? Do you think I can work on this a little better, or should I carve that corner a little different, or should I maybe walk the bike over this double and then triple the next 3? Or we'll talk about the racetrack. And often, all I am is assurance because I don't really understand how he does what he does. I mean, it's so dangerous.
With youth comes daring, and McGrath has dared to go where no one has before, to reach heights never before reached, to go faster than anyone in his league ever has, to succeed in breaking records he himself made.
I think that competition, the feeling of competition at the races, kind of keeps kids or younger adults' interest, and I think it keeps them out of maybe drugs and gangs and some other things where their attention would otherwise go.
This sport is probably one of the greatest sports there is for family atmosphere. I mean, everyone's family comes to races, parents get to know parents, kids have a friendly environment, a competition attitude.
It's not motorcycle gangs by any means. It's your 19-year-old kids, 20-year-old kids out there having a great time in a controlled environment, putting on a show for the fans that come to watch.
The black leather and all that is not really in motocross. It's street bikes and Harleys and stuff like that, but which isn't always bad. I mean, I think they get a worse rap than they really deserve. But I know some people who ride Harleys that are really nice people.
And I remember my dad telling me one time that he was really thankful for racing because he was with his kids on the weekends, and he knew what the kids were doing on the weekend, and he knew his kids were having fun on the weekend, and that they were doing something constructive rather than maybe destructive.
Jeremy's race technician is Skip Norfolk, the youngest member of the Honda support crew. But when he paired up with McGrath, they won the 125 West Coast Supercross Series 2 years in a row, and then went on to score big in the 250 class.
Pretend. Let it ride, let it ride, let it ride. Won't you let it ride? Let it ride, let it ride, let it ride. Won't you let it ride? Some time ago, you came to me. You cheated hard. It's plain to see. For me to mend. Let it ride, let it ride, let it ride. Won't you let it ride? Let it ride, let it ride, let it ride. Won't you let it ride? Let it ride now. Let it ride. Let it ride now. Let it ride. I don't care where you're going, and I don't care where you've been. Look in the mirror, my reflection is telling you not to pretend. Let it ride, won't you let it ride? 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 Do-do-do, 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 do-do-do. What you trying to tell me? What you trying to say? What you trying to tell me? What you trying to say? Won't you let it ride? 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 Won't you let it ride?
Riding motorcycles has been a part of my life since I was 5 years old. I have two younger brothers, and it was a family thing that we just would go. That was our weekends. We'd go racing on the weekends or go riding on the weekends. I feel real fortunate that I was able to meet Jeremy and his family. I think, you know, that it's not just Jeremy, it's his family. There's a lot of distractions in life, And yet, Jeremy's remained completely focused on what he wants to accomplish in his life through all the distractions that are there for a 19, 20, 21-year-old. If Jeremy were to get a little overconfident or something like that, you got Jack there dragging him back down to earth, and when Big Jack pulls on your chain, you come back down the ground real quick. We've just grown closer. He's my best friend, and we have fun racing together, and I think it shows out on the track.
One of the things that separates me from other riders is my level, which is on the edge. My 100% level is very in control and smooth, where someone else's 100% is maybe right on their limit, right on the edge. When I ride, I just, I think in the air, when you hit the jump and you go in the air, is more of a relaxing point. Because when you're on the ground, you're tight, riding, and then when you're in the air, you're just floating. So it's kind of like a bird, and it's, I don't know, it's a great feeling. You gotta have confidence to be a champion. You gotta believe in yourself, and I do that, but I never undercut the other riders. There are great riders out there, and the way I do it is I try and just look at myself as never getting overconfident. I try and always think of myself as being the underdog. And when you're at the top, everyone wants what you have, and you got to work hard for, to be the champion. I'm sure I'll be in the history books. Yeah, I've broken some records already, and so there's only a couple left that I haven't done, and I'm on my way to doing that.
Anybody can ride a motorcycle, but we don't get to experience what Jeremy does. We don't get to see what he sees, nor get to feel what he feels.
You walk through the shipyard, cross the fields that we've always known, never forgiving our childish ways, never forgetting our childish days. Raise your hands up to the sky, give ourselves a we should die. Don't look back to where you began. Think about it, that's the run strength. Do you feel what I feel? Can you see what I see? Do
my philosophy in life is that life is just a short game that we play, and I don't believe there's time to want to only be a participator. I think you got to challenge life, and I think you got to want to be a winner. And racing is about good preparation. And I believe in anything in life that you do, if you want to be a winner, it takes good preparation.
Message for kids out there probably would be to never give up and be persistent. I think it's great that I've found something that I'm good at, and I think if the kids have something that they're good at, I think they should try and excel at it and don't waste any time, because when you start young, as you're younger, you pick up things faster, and I think the younger you start, the better it can be for you. Winning can be fun, really fun.